Hi guys, this is a quick video to help you with your Thursday task, which is solving missing number subtraction calculations. The first missing number calculation that you can come across is where the number is missing at the beginning of the calculation. And to complete this task, it simply says here, if the missing number is at the beginning, do the inverse and you are winning. So if you remember the inverse, if you think back to our beat that's when we used to have to come up with our fact families, inverse is the opposite of something. So here we have the sum blank take away 25 is equal to 50. So the inverse of that, the opposite, to solve for the missing number is you would have to turn this into the opposite. So instead of take away 25, you add 25. So the answer would be 75. Again, if we look at the next calculation, we've got a missing number plus 11 is equal to 40. So the inverse of plus will be take away. So we have to take away that number 11 from our end number 40. So 40 take away 11 and the answer would be 29. The next type of missing number problem that you might come up against is if the missing number is in the middle of your calculation. So if it's in the middle, you need to do a subtraction and solve the riddle. In this calculation, we've got 64 take away a blank number that we don't know yet is equal to 24. Thinking back to our knowledge of fact families, if we know one calculation, then we actually know 4. So using these numbers, if we shuffle them around, then we should be able to find the missing number. So the other takeaway sum that we would have from this would be 64 take away 24, which is down here, would get us the missing number. So we just move this number over and take it away from the larger number. So the answer is 40. Again, this would work if you had a calculation which started with addition. So we've got 17 plus a blank is equal to 30. Now this time, because it is an addition sum, we are looking for the difference between 17 and 30. What would you add on to 17 to get to 30? Now you could, at this point, start at 17 and count up to 30, or, like what we're trying to work on here, subtraction, you can take the smaller number away from the bigger number. So 30 take away 17, which would be 13. The last type of missing number sum that you can have is at the end, which is your normal general calculations that you're used to looking at. And you would just solve that using whatever mental addition or subtraction mental strategy that you prefer, whether it be splitting the number, partitioning the number, or starting with your start number and counting on in the tens and then the units, whatever way is best for you. 34 plus 26, so I personally prefer splitting the number, partitioning. So 30 plus 20 is 50, and 4 and 6 is 10, so my answer would be 60. And for the bottom calculation, I'm going to use partitioning as well. I'm going to keep the 50 as it is. 50 is my starting number, and I'm going to first take away my tens and then take away my units. So 50 take away 10 is 40, and then I'm going to take away my 5, so 40 take away 5 would be 45. Okay, here's an example of a missing number calculation. This is linked to the mild and the hot Thursday task this week, Primary 5. So listen carefully again one more time before you go away and do it yourselves. So to solve this equation, we need to look at our beginning number, which is 63. It's our larger number. It's a takeaway sum. A blank number is equal to 14. If we think about our fact families, we can make another takeaway sum by taking the 14 away from 63, and that should give us the missing number. Our new calculation, therefore, would be 63 take away 14 is equal to blank. Now I'm ready to start taking away. If I wanted to take this away, I'm just looking, usually I would partition. However, if I look at my tens, that would be okay. If I look at my units, however, this number is smaller than this number, so I'm actually going to keep 63 as a whole, and I'm going to only partition the 14. So I can write my 10 on its own there, and if I separate that out, my unit is 4. Now I'm ready to take them away separately. I'm going to take away the 10 first from 63. 63 take away 10 is equal to 53. Now I'm going to take my units away from my new starting number, which is 53. 53 take away 4 is equal to 49. Again, if you were a little bit stuck here, you could, because this is 53, you could have taken the 3 away first to round it to 50, and then find the difference between 3 and 4, which would have been 1, and then take away your 1 from 50, which gives you 49. So our final answer is 49.